Hi everybody, my name is Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. I've got some puppy friends here, so if you see me petting something, it's these guys. Huh? Yes, they're very sweet. And I just got home, so they're like all up in my business right now. But I'm here today to do a book haul video, which these days I don't really do very frequently. I have cut down my book buying quite a bit in the last year. I don't feel like I've acquired a lot of books, but now that I'm looking at the stack, I guess it is still sort of a lot. But like compared to other book hauls that I've done, this is a small one. So let me jump right in, shall we? The first one is my most recent book of the month, and it's perfectly spooky for this fall time of year, and it looks really good. The synopsis too was like, I'm all about it. And I actually picked it, I should tell you what the book is. It's Starling House by Alex E. Harrow, who I believe has written some other things too. This author has written, The 10,000 Doors of January and The Once and Future Witches, both of which I think I've heard of. And so this is, I know, like a currently pretty popular author, but this revolves around a haunted house, which I love books about haunted houses. I'm all about them. And this one, I read on Book of the Month, one of the features that I really like is that they have like a blurb of the first like page or two of the book, and I always read them before I decide if I'm gonna do a book of the month or not, because they will pretty quickly tell you if you're gonna mesh with the writing or not. And that's kind of important to me when I pick up a new book. Like I need to have an affinity for the writing style. So I really liked this one instantly, and it really grabbed my attention. It's a little bit like bookish with the haunted house, with a writer involved, and like I'm assuming the lines between reality and fiction being blurred, and like what's real, what's not. And it just is a beautiful looking book too, and it sounds really good. So excited to try the Starling House. Next up, I got The Secret Project #4, which is The Sunlit Man by Brandon Sanderson. And this one is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And it has sprayed edges. We love it. This edition, out of all 4 of them, is it my favorite? I don't know. Tress is a really nice one too, but I just think like the way this one hits you is really cool. It just kind of hits you in the face. So it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous book. And I haven't read it yet. I would like to. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year, but definitely in early next year I plan on getting to this, and maybe buddy reading it with my friend Carolyn. I so look forward to getting to this one sometime within the next few months. I also wanted to talk about a book that I received from the author, and that is Tribe of the Accord by Sean Michael Stone. And this is a prehistoric setting, which I think is really interesting, sort of like caveman kind of setting. So I don't think I've read many books like that in that setting, and this one sounded good. It says, Adira knows only life alone in the wilderness with her father, Torian. Surviving the wild is bearable with him. That's until a mysterious clan known as the Ursa abduct him. On the run from the aggressors, she must flee to unfamiliar lands and put her survival skills to the test. And yeah, an adventure story for sure. And what I think is really cool about this too is that the author also has like a video game around it. He's definitely put a lot of effort into this world and this story. And the cover is really nice as well. Like, good job. Cover art is on point. Yeah, I do want to read it, and I plan to do a review on it very soon. I think all the rest of the books I have here are from Book Outlet. I did a Book Outlet order because why not? sometimes it's fun to just go on there and do some book shopping. So the first one I want to show you is Legend Born by Tracy Dion. And this one was a booktube darling for a little bit. It was all over the place. I think it's a YA. Is it a debut? I'm not sure. But it has a Coretta Scott King Award as well, which is really neat. And yeah, I can't even begin to describe this one to you because I don't really know, despite having heard a lot of people talk about it. I've heard a lot of people review this one, and I've really heard nothing bad, like nothing at all. And I believe there's more books in the series as well. So if I like this one, I will definitely continue. But it sounds like a fun YA series with some high stakes, some good drama, and magic. So what could go wrong? It sounds really good. This next book, I don't know if I regret this decision or not, but right behind me, you see the Priory of the Orange Tree, and it sits behind me in all my videos. And I have not read the sequel yet, and I've been debating whether or not to do it. And it was on Book Outlet, and I got it. I don't know, because I don't remember a lot of the Priory of the Orange Tree, and I would like to reread it first. But it's a big commitment, because that's like a 900-page book, and this is also a 900-page book. Yeah, just about. So do I want to do that? I remember that the Priory of the Orange Tree was good, but not great for me. But it was good enough that I'm sort of intrigued about the world still, and intrigued about this next one. I haven't heard great things about this one, but it was on sale for cheaper, and it is beautiful. Like, if anything, look at this cover. They knocked it out of the park with the cover art of these books. They're just gorgeous. They're just beautiful books. So I don't know, it was impulsive, and I really shouldn't have bought a book this large if I wasn't sure I was really wanting to read it. But here we are. It happened. It made its way into the shopping cart, and we clicked buy. So here it is. When will I get to this? I don't know, because I think I do want to reread Priory. I think I should do that first. So yeah, not like I have time to do that, but I don't know. This may have been a bad decision. Next up, I have some adorable little Puffins classic books. And so the first one is The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, which I have read when I was a young adult myself. I remember being very entranced by the colorful world of The Jungle Book, and it's very different than the movie. Very different in feel, but I am really looking forward to rereading it. It would be a fun one maybe for, would this be a middle grade? Could I do this for middle grade March? Maybe. Oh, it has an introduction by Christopher Paolini. That's very nice. So I feel like maybe middle grade, yeah? Let me know if that's accurate, but just thought it was really cute. It's a very cute, like, small trade paperback, so I'm excited to have a copy of that. I also got The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame, which I have never read. I don't think I've read Wind in the Willows, but oh my goodness, look at how cute that cover is. Why haven't I read Wind in the Willows? I feel like this is something I would love. Maybe another one for middle grade March. I also picked up Kiki's Delivery Service by Eiko Kodono. I absolutely love the movie Kiki's Delivery Service. I love it. It's one of my favorite animated movies that is Studio Ghibli. I love Kiki. Just so charming. And I kind of knew in the back of my head that it was a book, but I would have never thought to seek it out. So I found it on Book Outlet, and I was like, of course I need this. I need this book. I love the movie so much. Why would I not love the book? So it even has some illustrations in here. This one I think for sure would be middle grade. Yeah, it says ages 10 and up. And it's published by Yearling, which I know does, I think, a lot of children's literature, young adult. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This next one I think is a little bit more on the YA side, but I'm thinking like younger YA. And this was completely impulsive. It's Dog's Body by Diana Wynne Jones. I've never heard of this, but I do know Diana Wynne Jones, and I enjoy her works. I have enjoyed her works in the past. And so this is a weird one. It seems like it's a little bit odd. I know nothing really, but it says the dog star Sirius is tried and found guilty by his heavenly peers for a murder he did not commit. His sentence: to live on planet Earth as a dog until such a time as he can carry out a seemingly impossible mission, the recovery of a deadly weapon known as the Zoe. So already, that's fascinating. We have a dog star, so like a celestial being who is banished to Earth as a dog, and then it's like his life as a dog, and he has like a mission as a dog. So I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be good or not, but it was just wild and wacky enough that I think I just might try it. Again, impulsive decision. Never heard of this before. Never heard anyone talk about it, but yeah, why not? You know? Well, Rosie has opinions. She's like, excuse me, why are you reading a book about a dog? Cats are far superior, obviously. Continuing with a middle grade YA kind of theme, I picked up the first book in the Redwall series, which I have read. I've read, I think, only the first two. I think I've read Redwall and Mossflower, and I've never continued on. But I read these as a kid, those two books, and I've always wanted to reread them and maybe even continue in the series. Very beloved series by Brian Jacques. And yeah, maybe it's just time. It's time to reread it and finish the Redwall series. I feel like I don't need to tell you too much about this, but it's basically fantasy, medieval type of fantasy with mice and rats and fuzzy rodent creatures. So yes, I'm very excited to revisit Redwall. And then I have just one more book to show you today, and that is a YA historical fiction. I think it's YA. Pretty sure. So this is The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys, which I've had my eye on for a long time. I've never read Ruta Sepetys. Hi, Rosie. I have not read her. I know she has another book that's quite popular. It's like Salt to the Sea, something like that. But I remember when this came out, I was like, I think I really want to try that. It's in a time period and a location that I haven't read a ton about. It takes place in Spain, in Madrid, in the 50s, 1957. So I don't think that's a time period that I'm super familiar with, and I've heard really good things about her writing, and she has a few things out now, and I think around the YA sphere. So that is the last book in my haul. Most of these were YA, weren't they? A lot of YA and middle grade, which is good because I'll have some options for middle grade March. I don't tend to like buy a lot of middle grade books at this point in my life. So it's interesting that like so many middle grade books caught my eye. But yeah, now I have a little stack for when March rolls around, and some other things too. So let me know if you have read any of these, if you have any thoughts about these books, or if you think I should prioritize any over any of the others. So that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to this video, maybe you could leave a book stack emoji. And yeah, thank you for being here today. I have other social media links down below if you would like to follow me in any other places. I also have a Patreon book club where we spin the wheel. We read a different genre every month, and we really like to mix it up. So if you feel inclined, that link is down below as well. We would love to have you join our book club. That's it from me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep reading great books, and until next time, bye-bye.